Welcome back to the Relaxing Ghost channel here on YouTube. As always, your host with the most, Ghost. And today we have the Taboo Tuesday DVD collection. This only lasted a couple of years before turning into Cyber Sunday, which lasted an additional 3 years. So these are the first ever fan interactive pay-per-views. I think the concept was cool. I really enjoyed these shows for different reasons. I think these would work great in today's era with Twitter and Facebook and all those kind of things. The only downfall of this show, I think, was the Tuesday kind of concept. You know, not many people are willing to dish out, especially in the pay-per-view era here, an additional, $39.95 or however much it was for a Tuesday night pay-per-view. So 2004 would be our first edition. We got a big gold belt here on the cover, question mark on our title, and then a Raw monitor. Pretty cool logo. These were Raw pay-per-views in the brand split era. Taboo Tuesday logo on the spine. I like the 2005 spine a bit more. You got your logo was a bit bigger. You got the Monday Night Raw logo, which I always like seeing on the spines. Standard home video logos. So yeah, 2004, this would be October 19th, 2004, right before Survivor Series, or about a month or so prior to Survivor Series. Only a couple of weeks after the SmackDown pay-per-view No Mercy from 2004. So we had, several stipulations here where the fans chose the opponents or the match type. And for the Divas, they chose the outfits the Divas would wear. I believe both DVDs have about a 3-hour runtime. Awesome to see that WrestleMania 21 logo. Disc art fairly similar to the cover. So we have IC title match. Jericho versus Shelton Benjamin. This was the fan selection for Shelton Benjamin to challenge Jericho for the IC title. And Benjamin would win the Intercontinental Championship, surprisingly enough. So that was really cool. Benjamin had recently been drafted to Raw in the 2004 draft lottery. Then we had the Fulfill Your Fantasy Divas Battle Royal for the women's title. Trish Stratus retains here. Gene Snitsky versus Kane in the steel chain match. Wasn't really a fan of that match. The steel chain is hard to work with. It's hard, cold steel going against human flesh. It never really was never really my cup of tea, the steel chain match. I could get behind the bull rope match and things like that, but it's hard to watch people getting slaughtered with steel chains. Then we had Eugene versus Eric Bischoff in a hair versus hair match. Bischoff here gets shaved bald, and you get to see Coach wearing a dress per orders of Mr. McMahon. La Resistance versus Benoit and Edge for the World Tag Team titles. Benoit actually wins the match single-handedly after his partner Edge walks out. This was the kind of the beginning of the Edge heel turn. Christy Hemme versus Carmella in a pillow fight. Different Carmella back in 2004. This is a filler match, sorry. For the World Heavyweight Championship, Triple H versus Shawn Michaels. At this point in 2004, these guys had pretty much every type of match possible, from Hell in a Cell, street fights. They were involved in the Elimination Chamber matches, Last Man Standing. I mean, these guys pretty much have had every type of match possible here in 2004. And then Randy Orton versus Ric Flair in the steel cage. Really good match here. This is definitely one worth going back to watch. And then 2005, you got Cena, Kurt Angle on the front. You got Eric Bischoff on the cover here, all tied up. And then our Taboo Tuesday logo. Again, disc art fairly similar to the cover. You got the lovely Trish Stratus there. You got Cena, Flair, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels. Again, we got our WrestleMania 22 logo now. I like both of these shows. I think 2004 is the better show. So here we got SmackDown challenging tag team match. Rey Mysterio and Matt Hardy versus Snitsky and Chris Masters. Eugene and Jimmy Superfly Snuka versus Conway and Tyson Tomko. Mankind versus Carlito. I believe they chose which face of Foley Carlito would face. Caden Murdoch versus Kane and Big Show for the World Tag Titles. Then we have another Divas lineup to find out which outfit they will compete in. Street Fight, Batista versus the Coach with Goldust and Vader. Then the Fulfill Your Fantasy Battle Royal, pretty much the same as the year prior. And then this year we had Ric Flair and Triple H in a steel cage for the IC title. So Ric Flair had won the IC title within this year's time. Evolution is all disbanded. And then the main event for the WWE title, John Cena, Kurt Angle, and Shawn Michaels in a triple threat match. This was pretty cool. I always liked Cena, Angle's matches. Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle, Shawn Michaels, and John Cena always had great matches. You put the three of them together, it's always going to be really good. So let me know your thoughts on Taboo Tuesday, and if you would ever like to see this brought back. We'll talk to you guys later. Peace.